Yeah, yeah. What up, man? Yeah. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting, laughing, they love it, but don't judge it. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting, laughing, they love it, but don't judge us. Come on, damn.
Good evening, and grand rising to all my brothers and sisters overseas and all my in-state melanated brothers and sisters, man. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation, man. Today is Toxiq Tuesday. We are in the building. First and foremost, big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, y'all. Secondly, big ups to the best moderators in the game. Y'all know who they are. Lil J Bucks, Master Teacher Fox, TLF, Preston McKenzie, a.k.a. P-Mac, y'all. We got Club Can't Get In, Coach Ricky, Gare Bear, Big Frank, Marco, Sean D. Accord Lord, you know what I'm saying, Diablo, Uncle P, you know what I'm talking about, and my big bro, Professor Remo, bringing up the real for show. And we can't forget about them queens. We got the First Lady, Miss Gigi Gaming Palace. We got Miss Star Wars Markets, LLC, a.k.a. Miss Kimber, y'all. We got Big Dog. We got the beautiful Miss Asha Brooks. We got the queen, Miss Vonta Black. And last but not least, we got the queen goddess, Miss CC Craven, Caroline. Hey, and if I forgot any of my other moderators, man, I love you. Big ups to those that I forgot the name. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of the community. Oh, man, big shout out to Ray 636, y'all. Hey, don't forget to patronize. Hey, Lynn Chicago, Pizza, Dance, Soul Food and Bakery Cafe, where grown folks play, Urban Love Cafe, and the House of Health and Wellness, y'all. Hey, y'all know what I like to do, man. I like to be quiet, you know what I'm talking about, so y'all can hear the things on without my beautiful voice. You know what I'm saying? All on top and collect my thoughts and get my notes together, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hey. Let's get it.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What up, man? Yeah. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting, laughing, they love it, but don't judge us.
Off the block, giving it back.
Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting, laughing, they love it, but don't judge us. Damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A bearded conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support.
I don't know what's wrong with the visual, y'all.
Podcast official, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking it how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, pockets. So you can holler or leave it in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, road ride views, we supersonic, big gang is Congress, circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet.
Bearded conversation, homie, tapped in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting, laughing, they love us, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back to hood lovers. Homie, tapped in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting, laughing, they love us, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back.
Come on. The hood lovers. Giving it back. The hood lovers. Broadcasting giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. I am your host, Beard Gang is Con, a.k.a. the Con Man, b.k.a. Mr. BGK. I apologize for the visuals, man. Xfinity, Comcast, they hit me, say we was having some technical difficulties that they supposed to be fixing. And I guess they ain't fixed it. But yeah, man, my visuals been just whack, man, since Last time my shit went out, man, I don't know. I just went about a new damn router and everything, and it just still ain't. I don't know, man. Today been a bad day for me, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. First and foremost, man, y'all know how I like to start off every show by saying, man, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. One last time, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations, man. That's people we cordial with. That's people we come in contact with, on a daily basis, man. People that we see that we might not, think is befitting of extending your cable to. Our families, our extended families, but more especially our bearded conversation, our bearded studios, our bearded at the dark lounge, and our bearded tabernacle family. Also, man, don't forget to master those 5 key components of life, y'all. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. One last time, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And like I say every day, man, we're gonna eat 40 that thing and sprinkle a little support on top, because a little support go a long, 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 long way, y'all. Hey, and if you don't believe me, try it out. And if it don't work, you know what I'm saying? Come on back and we can talk about it. You feel me? Hey, man, Uncle P in the building, Toxiq Tuesday at the Bearded Lab. Hey, so before we get into anything, so I had to redirect. So that my idea that I had for Toxiq Tuesday, I'm talking about kind of, man, Uncle P, I'm gonna get to it though. Let me get to this, man. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversation are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. I don't mean to hurt, harm, or offend. I don't mean to hurt, harm, or offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only. Again, this video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only. With the underlying undertone on edutainment, I do stress and emphasize edutainment. Please do not take any advice given or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting a proper professional that suits your specific needs. Please do your due diligence. Please do your proper vet work. Please do your research and get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion. Because we don't want you going out here robbing no bank, starting no revolt, telling your boss what he or she can take, how they can turn it sideways, and where to put it. Because we already told you, no, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You feel me? But yeah, man, because that ain't what you're supposed to be doing. But big shout out, man. I want to give a big shout out to Roscoe P, man. I ain't heard from Roscoe in a minute, man. I seen him on Facebook. Talking about I responded to a little post that he made, and I was trying to see if he was gonna hit me back on the post, but I don't know, man. Big shout out to L Boogie, man. Big shout out to Cito Boy. Big shout out to my honorary host, Monkey Man. And big shout out to my co-host with the most, is my little one, AJ, man. You know what I'm saying? It's their birthday month, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, AJ, turning 5. You know what I'm saying? Over the weekend, talking about, and the twins turning 19 over the weekend as well, man. So big ups to my kings, hey man, it's just celebration time. Then, I got a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, you feel me? You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man, August is real heavy, you know? But man, oh man, my uncle birthday coming up on the 15th, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Coach Ricky did. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Father, his birthday coming up on the 15th. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, man, rest in power. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But yeah, Uncle P, man, my day, man. So, man, Uncle P, day cool, smooth, shit, right? You feel me? Well, it's raining, and I'm on my way home, right? So I'm in the now I ain't on my phone. So when I get like out of the rain type situation, where I'm, you know what I'm saying, in a spot where I can pull it out, I pull it out, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to sit, woo, woo. I'm like, damn, water getting on it, all right, but I'm wiping it off. You know what I'm saying? I was able to get on the bus and boop, tap. Now I'm riding and you know what I'm saying? And now I'm on the phone. I'm motherfucker lock up and I can't get back in the motherfucker, Uncle P. I say, oh my goodness. Mind you, so what I wanted to do today was like I wanted to do a rabbit. Let me see how would I was what was I gonna say, taboo rabbit hole Tuesday or some shit like that, or rabbit hole taboo Toxiq Tuesday or something like that. I was gonna put in the title, all that shit, right? So I have found a bunch of different things that I wanted to play for the people. Some conspiracy ass shit, and some shit might have been a little factual. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit might have been, But I wanted to, run down, that, what I'm saying, talk about some of this wild shit, and I'm like, oh man. Luckily though, so that means I'm without a phone. But luckily, I got this phone to replace another phone, right? Now the other phone is working when it wouldn't man, Uncle Pick crazy, man. This is just crazy, man. But I got a phone. I'm able to talk. I just took the SIM card out, popped it in the old phone, and what I'm talking about, it came on. So you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna rock with it. But I'm hopefully this motherfucker dry out or do whatever it need to do so I can get back in it, man. But it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. I hope it dry out though. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Man. So yeah, man, I had you know what I'm saying, man, saved a lot of dope. You know what I'm talking about? Little spooky shit, little taboo shit, little off the wall shit, little conspiratorial shit, little make you say shit. You feel me? I had downloaded it when I downloaded, saved a bunch of those, and I was gonna play it, and but man, but you know what I'm saying, we had to revert. You know what I'm talking about? We had to abort mission, Uncle P, on that one. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. And as y'all can see, I still ain't on the damn screen, man. Well, guess what, man? Y'all can enjoy Richard Pryor pretty face, man. Richard Pryor. Y'all, hey, listen, everybody in the building should know who Richard is. You feel me? Richard, everybody know who Richard is, man. You feel me? Brewster's Millions, Toy, Sunset. You know what I'm saying? Harlem Nights. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who Richard Pryor is, man. He from Peoria, Illinois. He's still from the state. You feel me? So we got to represent, man, one of the best comedians of all time to ever do it. You feel me? Amazing storytelling. You know what I'm saying, man? Man, it was tragic that most of our, what I'm saying, our good ones, man, they fall victim to that man. You feel me? Fall victim to drugs, man. And man, man, fucked up, man. Richard was great. You know what I'm talking about? He was one of the great ones. Now he an ancestor. He died in 2005. He was born in like 1940 though. Richard was old, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the 40s, bro. He was born in He was born in 1940. He died in 2005. You know what I'm saying? But he lived a good life, man. He lived a good life. I salute, what I'm saying, rest in power. You know what I'm saying? RIP, you know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor, fellow Illinoisan, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, from Peoria. And I'm pretty sure that brother was up and through Chicago. Okay, until he hit it big. Somebody and went to LA. You feel me? I'm pretty sure he stopped through here. I'm talking about one way or another, Uncle P. I'm pretty sure Richard came through this thing. You know what I'm talking about? He said my phone was overheating and got to replace it. Yeah, and what's crazy, Uncle P, like the one the old phone, like I'm charging this motherfucker and it's hot as hell, and I'm like, oh my goodness, man, it might not even hold a charge, man. I don't know what's going on. Fuck around, I'm gonna have to probably just get a new phone, man. Like, but I hate doing that shit, man. Like, cause the transferring the information and all that shit, man, that should be blowing me, man. Hate that shit, bro. Damn, but. Yeah, yeah, game changer for comedians. Yeah, man. Richard Pryor, man. Richard Pryor was dope, man. Man. Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about from stand up to the movies to his own you know what I'm saying, reality show type joint. You know what I'm saying? Like his versatility. I'm sorry, versatility. God damn it, versatility. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Richard was so versatile. That's my own word. God damn it, fuck with the other one. You know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor was so versatile, you feel me? Like, I don't think, you know how we talked about Uncle P, how know what I'm saying, these current comedians hating on the younger brothers for coming up on the internet. You feel me? Listen, I don't think Richard Pryor would have had a problem with that. You feel me? And I think Richard Pryor would have been one of them ones that, you know what, if he was, you know what I'm saying, healthy and kicking like doing that situation, and he would have been one of the ones who would have took advantage of that internet shit because he was already doing skits and react like Richard wouldn't have had. I'm talking about man, because he evolved from stand up to movies to his own reality joint. You feel me? Yeah, he grew up in a whorehouse. Yeah, he did. Yeah. You know that JoJo? What was that movie, man? He had a movie. Well, I ain't gonna say it was it was like a semi biography. You know, what I'm talking about, a little truth here and there. I forgot the name of the movie. I forgot the name of the movie that he came out with. He was damn, what was the name of that movie? Mm. JoJo Dancer, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, it's JoJo Dancer. But yeah, man, Richard was a motherfucker, man. Richard was a beast, y'all. Like, man, you know, Richard was a beast. Richard was a beast. You know, I forgot to pay homage to my boy D-Ray Davis yesterday, man. It was D-Ray a fool too, man. Uncle P, I like D-Ray. I forgot to give him his flowers yesterday, man. I had D-Ray Davis in the background. Y'all watched yesterday's episode. Hey, man, if y'all ain't watched yesterday's episode, man, make sure y'all tap back into yesterday's episode and go watch that. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, do your boy a favor, man. I got a link in this chat, man. I need y'all to go vote for my youngin, man, for athlete of the year, man. Go vote for my youngin for athlete of the year. You know what I'm talking about? We need all the support we can get. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this little Sports Illustrated spread. You know what I'm talking about? Get this little Sports Illustrated spread, athlete of the year. You know what I'm saying? He put a lot of work in, man. He put a lot of work in. You say, JoJo Dancer, the life's calling. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was, Uncle P. Yeah. Yeah, but he put a lot of work in, man. So y'all, please, you know what I'm saying? It's greatly appreciated, man. If y'all go tap in and I'm talking about support your boy. Hit that link. Is that what I put it in there? Oh. Damn, I thought I put it in there. I gotta get me a new PC. I'm gonna get this one tomorrow. There you go. Bam. Get this one to one of the twins, man. Dump everything off of here onto a terabyte. Well, everything useful onto a terabyte. I ain't gotta put this damn here. Yeah, but man, y'all make sure y'all go vote for my boy. Like I say, athlete of the year. Athlete of the year, man. Hey man, I got a few things, man. You know what I'm talking about? We can get into I always had to come with a backup plan. This. Man, Cedar when Hurricane finished their little verse. Man, I can't wait to hear that. Monkey Man say he got to put the finishing touches on his and do that. That should be dope, y'all. That should be, what I'm saying, something we gotta look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Look forward to that. Guys done did for us. Oh, they're gonna bring me back out of retirement. Hey man, something I ain't talked about, man. Javante Davis. Well, we'll talk. Well, I got on Shakari Richardson. Javante Davis, man. His South Florida domestic violence charge was dropped in a shocking twist. Let's get to it, man. I heard about it, but I really didn't, get off into it and dabble into it. But I heard about it. You know what I'm saying? But a misdemeanor battery case in South Florida against professional boxer Javante Tank Davis was dropped Tuesday, a month after his arrest on a domestic violence charge. On the docket of Miami-Dade County clerk showed that the charge was dropped and the case closed. Davis, 30, was picked up shortly after midnight on July 11th near the popular Lincoln Road area of Miami Beach. Davis and his vehicle information had been added to the law enforcement database, and a license plate reader set up in Miami Beach flagged his car. You know what I'm saying? Miami Beach police made the initial stop and turned Davis over to the Dora police. He was later released on a $10,000 bond. The charge was connected to a report made in June by Davis' former domestic partner in Dora, a residential city in western Miami-Dade. So I guess he was dating a chick in Doral County or whatever the case may be. You feel me? So that's why when he got caught, they expedited his ass over there because she had an open case out on him. According to the police report, the mother of his two children said David struck her in the back of her head and slapped her during an argument while she was taking one of their children out of his car. Davis, who was a former Davis, who was a former Baltimore. I'm sorry, Davis, who was from Baltimore. I'm sorry, is in the regular conversation of the best pound for pound boxer. Yeah, all right. WBA lightweight champion won his first 30 bouts, 28 by knockouts, with a devastating punching power, drawing sellout crowds from New York, Washington to Las Vegas. So, if he slapped her and punched in the back of the head, like he a boxer, where the bruises at? And then you make another, and I ain't saying he ain't do this shit. I ain't saying he ain't do it. That ain't what I'm saying, women, ladies. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know how, I know how I get. I know how motherfuckers can be. But what I'm saying is, man, he a boxer, bro. You know what I'm saying? If he punched her in the back of the head, and again, he done fought 30 fights, 28 by knockout. You feel me? And this is a woman. And if he snuck her in the back of the head, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna say snuck. Well, yeah, because if he hit her in the back of the head, he had to sneak her. Because it wasn't face to face. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Like, some of this shit be just wild, though. But, hey, he probably muffed her, you know what I'm saying, if anything. You feel me? Now I'm not condoning the muff. I'm just saying. Because I just can't see him punching her in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? And then slapping her. Come on, bro. Like, slapping her, yeah, but punching her in the back of the, come on, man. Like, I think he'd have knocked out or something. Unless she had a hard ass head, you feel me? Appreciate that, Uncle Pick. I wonder if he paid her some money or wonder what he did to make this shit go away. Or the promoter. You know what I'm saying? The promoter probably could have did some shit to make it go away. You feel me? Because you know what I'm saying? Like they say, he the WBA lightweight champion. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't trying to put him out, you know. But shit, hell no. What, man, look how they did Tyson. But I don't know. Tyson image was just a little bit more Tyson image was a little bit more fucked up than what Javante. But you know what I'm saying? Tyson was a wild boy. But Javante, man, like he really ain't had no, you know what I'm saying? Like with other boxers type shit, yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying, domestic, now you really ain't really heard too much about him. But you know what I'm saying? It just the article sound unbelievable to me, man. Like that shit just sound like a money grab situation. And then it was the mother of his kids type situation. So of course it could have been an argument. Like when, now we going into context, I ain't saying to give it a reason why he put his hands on her. I'm just saying like, for an argument to happen or for some shit to jump off between them, you know what I'm saying? Like she said she was getting the kid out of his car or something. You know what I'm saying? He probably had a motherfucker with him or she probably said some slick. Who knows? Who knows? And hopefully he ain't punching in the back of the head while she was getting the kids out the car. And then he's a little dude too, you feel me? But he's still a professional boxer. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully he ain't do that bad like that. But it just sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? But now, hey, shit, yeah, he paid $10,000 to get out. And who knows how much he paid, you know what I'm saying, for this shit to go away. You know? Mm-hmm. Maybe he was a back child support and she was nagging and shit, you know? He was like, "Hey, shut up!" Bam, and stole. No, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I ain't, But you never know though, man. You never know, man. What going on, man? Hey, listen, man. We got some people in the building, man. Do me a favor, man. Hey, if you in the building, man, don't be scared to say what up, man. I don't
Like the
bite.
video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
And also, man, listen to the public. This is an open platform, open forum, man. Anybody can come on up here, man, and chit chat with your boy while we conversating. You feel me on these various topics of discussion. You did. Well, man, I got another one, man. This shit is crazy too, man. I don't know, man. Listen, I know y'all know how I say, man. Not how I say. Y'all know how they say, man. It just ain't meant for everybody to have kids type situations, man. Yeah, man. It just ain't meant, man. And it just ain't like the more and what's crazy is, look, the more I say, y'all, parents. When it's real hot, you know how I be like, man, make sure y'all check on the elderly. If y'all working outside, make sure y'all staying hydrated. And if you're doing any sports, man, every time I say that spiel, I'm talking about, well, I ain't gonna necessarily call it a spiel, but every time I, vocalize that, it's always an article right after that the next day about a child that had been left in a car or a damn DCFS worker. Well, that's what we call it here. They call it different things in other places. But anyway, TPS, Child Protective Services, let's say that. You know what I'm saying? A personnel, you know what I'm saying, left the kid in the car. Bro, he went grocery shopping with the kid in the car. Then went home with the kid in the car. How do you forget that you transporting a child to and from a visit, bro? Like, how? How are you that oblivious and unaware and you the motherfucker doing the transporting? You gotta sign papers and shit. And people know you got it, you know what I'm saying? But same thing with a parent. Like, this little motherfucker came up out of you. How do you not know? They know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But anyway, a mom ditched kids, including 5-year-old boy with autism, at a hotel to fend for themselves, cops say. Cops in Alabama arrested a mother after she allegedly left her 2 sons, including a 5-year-old with autism, alone in the hotel for at least an entire weekend. What in the hell? What in the fuck? What the? How? Well, we don't know the level, we don't know the spectrum that of autism that the young man is on. So, but still, just he 5. But AJ just turned 5. How you can't do that? So Hassana Smith, 33, faces 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child, according to jail record. The incident occurred at the conference suites in Daphne, which is roughly 13 miles southeast of Mobile. Daphne Police Chief Brian Goldsby told local Fox affiliate WALA that concerned hotel workers called cops on Saturday evening after the children had been roaming around all day without supervision. They had reportedly had no food to eat. What the fuck, bro? When officers arrived at the hotel, they spoke with the older child, a 15-year-old boy who was able to contact his mother. She reportedly gave the cops a runaround, first saying she was at the store, then claiming she was in Tennessee. What? Okay, so if you was at the well, how are you in Tennessee if they're in Alabama? Then at some point, Atlanta got mentioned. Goldsby said in an interview with the TV station, the police called the Department of Human Resources, who said the kids could continue staying at the hotel, thinking that Smith would arrive by Saturday night. But evening came and went by, and Smith had yet to return, Gillespie stated. By Sunday morning, the younger boy, who was nonverbal, reportedly ended up in a pool, so hotel staff called cops again. See, and this is crazy because now he's nonverbal, meaning that he can't talk. So, like, you can't get not like this is crazy, bro. Mm. How you in Tennessee or Atlanta? How you anywhere but Alabama? Then the 15 and see again because it ain't, but it ain't his responsibility. It ain't his responsibility. I ain't even gonna try to put this on Shorty because she probably ain't leave no money or nothing to do nothing with. You feel me? Now if it was the case he left some money, like look, come up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you know. I ain't gonna say it was right, but shit, I was left alone at a young age to watch my brothers and sisters. But I was taught well. I I shouldn't even been in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I did that I shouldn't have been in those type of situations. But I think I handled them pretty well. But then again, like I say, this everybody don't do like you know what I'm saying? Like everybody can't do that. Everybody can't handle certain like, come on, man. And then he 15 years old. Like, bro, he probably want to get out, go do something. Like, how much attention do you think your 15-year-old son is paying? Paying to his 5-year-old nonverbal. You know what I'm saying? Younger brother. Now don't get me wrong. You do have those that grow up in a household with sometimes with when the sibling is what I'm saying, and they are real catering and loving and dedicated to that. But on the average, hell no. Trying to be outside, you don't want to deal with that. But I'm not saying that this is the case. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But you everywhere but Alabama. This shit is crazy. So cops reportedly later learned that this was an ongoing issue, starting when the family checked in the hotel on July 27th. They told the officers and the detectives that came out the boys being alone for hours or a day at a time was a pattern since they moved into that hotel, the chief said. Smith was arrested and taken into Daphne Municipal Jail on a $2,000 bond. The post, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So they didn't moved into this hotel, and I didn't, and listen, I'm not knocking that. Listen, so I ain't gonna knock that because I didn't see situations with what I'm saying, families or mom, what I'm saying, the mother is in the hotel with the kids and the kids is playing outside in front of the hotel. And at first, what I'm saying, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you for real? Like that's not right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. Or, in my mind, I'm like, man, do they really live here type situation? So I ain't knocking that. You feel me? Like, people get down on their luck. But damn, bro, like you left them without no money. Like, what is you doing, bro? If you like, damn, I ain't even mad at you if you're hoeing or if you're tricking, whatever. You know what I'm saying? To get some money. You know what I'm talking about? Like, but damn, like 15 to 5, and one of them being autistic, being and nonverbal, and he wandering out by himself because his brother wasn't with him. They said they found him in the pool. What if he don't know nothing? Ain't nobody watching him. What if he go off into the deep end? Then what? How you coming home to one son? Come on, and then you not there. Who knows if they try to lock the brother up for? Like it's like that's chaos. That's come on, man. Something got to be wrong upstairs. Something got to be wrong upstairs. Cito boy in the building. Cito in the building. He said America's unraveling has begun, especially uh the family foundation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where they hit you at, Uncle P. That's where they hit us at. That's where they hit us at, man. I'm so damn mad. My phone, bro. Bro, I had some good shit to let y'all hear, man, and talk about, man. But damn, I'm so mad. But we Gucci though. But yeah, man, like Uncle P say, man, America's unraveling has begun, especially the family foundation. Well, it's been unraveling for a long time. It's been unraveling for a long time. Cito, what's happening, my boy? What's this you done put in the chat, man? What's this you done put into the chat, Cito? You done sent the video in. We ain't doing no videos, brother, especially not off YouTube, brother. My system is on some major glitchiana right now. You feel me? So I can't play no YouTube joints. Yeah, but yeah, man, we've been in a fucking unraveling, man. Shit, I want to say probably more than 30 years, Uncle P. You know what I'm saying? Probably for more than 30 years. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, and again, the article didn't say if she had mental health issues or if they're aware about it in her past. It didn't say, where she was, or how she got caught, where she was exactly, or how she got caught. Or I guess I don't know, but yeah, man. So that's crazy. And then to get the grace of the the department of whatever the hell it is, right? CPS. We just go to everything in CPS. You know what I'm saying? And for CPS to say, don't worry about it, let the children stay into the hotel until Saturday, you feel me, and give her a chance to come back. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, get the kids, clean them up, feed them, or whatever the case may be. You still didn't show up. You still didn't show up. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And then the homie must have been starving because he was like, let me call her for y'all. Let me call her for y'all, man. Let me call her right now, man. Hey. and what's crazy, he probably knew what she was. He probably knew what she was. Or knew where she was, you know what I'm saying? She probably knew where she was. Ridiculous. Man. Another little tragic story, man. So 15 nurses fired after a 12-year-old dies by suicide at the Children's Hospital. What the fuck? So over a dozen nurses have been fired from a children's hospital in Washington following the suicide death of a 12-year-old girl, per the New York Post. Sarah Niembona died April 13th after leaving her room at Providence Sacred Heart Children's Hospital in Spokane, Washington, and jumping from the fourth floor of a nearby parking garage. What the fuck? She previously admitted to the hospital for suicide attempts in 2024. Niembona's family filed a lawsuit accusing the hospital of removing critical safety measures, including a 24/7 sitter, video monitoring, and a door alarm, despite her documented history of self-harm. I asked what happens. Nimbiona's mother, Narsara Gertrude, said, how come she left the room without anybody seeing her? How come she walked all the way to the elevator without anybody seeing her? They haven't given me any answers at all. I trusted this hospital to take care of my daughter. Hospital officials said 15 nurses were fired and one was disciplined for following Nimbiona's death. It says, according to the Providence staffers, accused Niembona's medical records without being directly involved in her care, violating the HIPAA of a federal health privacy law. However, the Washington State Nurses Association, which is representing the fired staffers, claimed their termination was retaliatory. The union alleges that the nurses were targeted because they spoke to the media after Sarah's death. And see, and if you're working for a hospital, though, I thought you weren't supposed to say nothing any damn way. If you, I thought I could have been wrong. I don't know how that worked. You know what I'm saying? But I thought you couldn't say nothing anyway. Or They at least that's what they tell you not to say. At least I do know that, but so in a statement, Providence spokesperson Jen York said that the hospital takes patient privacy seriously. When we identify conduct that violates our privacy policies, we review the situation and take appropriate actions, including terminations of employment when warranted. The Department of Health investigation into the hospital's handling of Sarah's care is ongoing. Sarah's 19-year-old sister, Asha Joseph, said the family is still searching for answers. Mm, mm, mm. We're confused on how this happened, she said. We we also want to know why why there wasn't anyone there at the moment. Why there was nobody watching her and how was she able to leave? See, but this just like that case about that young lady. Y'all remember the case about the young lady a while back that was able to sneak out on a roof and they claimed she died, you know what I'm saying? Was she froze to death or something like that? You know, and she was supposed to have the same type of care around her. People were supposed to be watching her. And man, but the deeper underlying thing is that this 12-year-old queen, this young lady, wanted to end her life, decided to end her life, and went through with ending her life. Condolences to the family. I just don't know, like, how to speak or how to say anything about a situation like that, when everybody always say the same thing in these type of situations. And, and I get it and I understand, but, we really want to know, like, 12, what was so hard? What what was the purpose of whatever malicious or whatever you thought was malicious and intended hurt move towards your way? Like, what was that? Who was it? How did it happen? At 12 to want to end your life or commit suicide? Like, who did you lose? What did someone not do? What did someone not say? You know, at 12. And then you got to think about it. She's not really 12 because the first 3-4 years of your life, you're cognitive and you're aware of shit, but you really ain't got no gist and no understanding till you're about 6 or 7. So she really wasn't in this world long to observe anything. It's sad. It's sad, you know. And we get up here, man, including myself, man. We make jokes about that cyberbullying shit. Me and Elbow used to it. We like, damn, just turn the computer off. But man, like today's this shit is for real, man. But I'm not saying that she was going through cyberbullying, but again, the article didn't go in depth in detail about, what was going on with the young lady. You know what I'm saying? So, man, mm, I don't know. You say you grabbed a pen. You say HIPAA is a federal law, Uncle P. Yeah. You say hospitals don't give a shit. They regularly sell information. Well, I don't know if hospitals regularly sell information. I can't speak on for or against it because I don't know. you know, I ain't never worked in a hospital or been in a hospital or been in a hierarchy or position inside of medical establishment to know that. So I don't want to give out the wrong information. So I won't say that, but what I will say is that, you got to be careful, you know, you know, um, and I'm not gonna say or put the narrative out here like this was a situation of a couple of things that we could say. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of things we could say, we could say it is, but you know what I'm saying, man. You know, uh, he say I'll say it. Hey, Uncle P, you know, yeah, man, you know, so yeah, you know, when you're talking about this medical situation, you got to be real, you know, critical and meticulous and decisive on what you say, how you're going to present what you say. Because sometimes when conversation is flowing, um, it feels great, you know, but uh, mm, mm, mm. We gotta do better. Gotta do better. And that's why I say, man, you know, these kids, man, like, bro, it's crazy at 12, man, to want to commit suicide, y'all. I don't understand. I'm fucking baffled. Like my brain, like, right. And don't get me wrong, I know listen, I know because I hear this shit, but damn, like just reading the story, like she just jumped off. I ain't never really, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man. I'm talking about, man. I like my brain is like at a you know, like a standstill right now, cause that's fucked up. You know, and when I 12, you know, when I was reading, I wanted to say, cause I got kids that reach past that. So and I'm like, damn. And you know, my sister always talking about this damn show. Um, God damn it, I'm gonna ask her the name of it. But it's some show, man, about depression and life through kids, and you never know what they're going through, and all this, that, and the third, and you pay attention to what they're doing. So you know, she be real nosy and shit with the kids. Uh, excuse me, I'm gonna ask her the name of that damn show. Um, but you know, it be having some, it has some, you know, it's some truth to it. You know, some truth to it. That's like like when I told y'all when my legit when he was listening to that crazy ass music, I'm like, bro, is you okay? What's wrong with you, my boy? Had to check on him, and we don't do enough of that. We don't do enough of that. And listen, not only shit, we don't do enough of it with the kid. We don't do enough of it with each other. Sad, man. We don't do enough of it with each other, man. Like, you know, just daily check-ins and shit, man. Like, what's going on? Mental check-ins, just like, you know, shit. Like, and I encourage, listen, like on Manly Man Day, man, I encourage, like, fellas, like, come on up here and talk about it, bro. I share shit. Cito share shit. Monkey Man share shit. Hey man, we gonna do that too, man. We gonna have an exclusive, man. Where we sit down with Jermaine and we get into the mind of Jermaine so we can understand Monkey Man. We gonna do that. We gonna do that. We gonna do that. We definitely gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? That exclusive. We gonna drop that. We gonna drop that. I might make that a members only content special, but we gonna drop that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna drop that. Uncle P says mental health issues are real, but why spend money on our people when we're too worried about everyone's health problems globally? See, but But see, but Uncle P, even within the statement that you're saying, like we as a people ain't worried about, that's them other folks that's worried about it. See, but I ain't looking for them other folks to solve our problems. You feel me? Yeah, them other folks looking, looking to help everybody globally. We know that. We see when who they aid and who they send surplus packages to. We know that. We see that. So I ain't even thinking about them because I already know they ain't coming. You know, but it starts internally, bro. Like we gotta just do fucking better, bro. Like these situations, this should be crazy. This should be crazy, man. And then, man. We ain't got shit, man. Absolutely nothing, bro. With the with the many millionaires and black billionaires we got, you would have thought. He said nobody cares about mental health until it hits home. Yeah. So listen, man. Uncle P, man, from the very beginning of this show, I always been advocating for mental health and autism awareness and spectrum awareness and things of that nature. We were constantly talking about the DSM-5. Um, me and brother master teacher and whoever else was on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, that's why I try to push that manly mandate thing. And don't get me wrong, ones would disagree and say therapy don't work, but and that's crazy. Why say that when you attend therapy? You feel me? Why even go through all that rhetoric of or the rigor mortis of just sitting and like don't even do it. Don't do it. And then and don't say, well, I'm reading her. No, because they doing the same shit you think you doing. That's what you say we should care. Yeah. Yeah, mental health is a real thing, man. Mental health is a real fucking thing, bro. It is a real thing, man. And autism is a real thing, man. And the awareness of it needs to be brought to the forefront and to the light more often than none. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real, bro. It's real. Proper eating diets and listen, man, we got to change a lot. We got to change a lot. We got to go to some type of hyperbolic chamber, man, and get debugged, get deprogrammed. Get that nano chip that's inside of the back of our heads out our head. Something got to happen. There's too many motherfuckers talking about some gotta do this, we need to do that, and no, man. And I don't mind that brother or that sister that's out in the front, blowing the horn. I said, blowing the horn. Blowing the horn, you know what I'm saying? And being that motherfucker. Why everybody, but again, everybody plays a part. Like a well-oiled machine. Ain't nobody willing to do that. No matter how violent or how, gruesome, but he still was someone's child at the end of the day, someone's brother, someone's cousin, niece. I mean, nephew, uncle, or whatever. And maybe they didn't feel that way. Now, don't get me wrong. Shit, if you do, shit, if you do the crime, you do the time. But I do know that shit ain't equal. I do know that. Mm-mm. You got to get it together, man. And then, like I say, Uncle P, Cook County is in Illinois. Cook County is one of the is the biggest facility for mental health. Like that's crazy, bro. Like a lot of the facilities got torn down. This was before Trump, Biden. Like a lot of that funding has ceased, and it was just over with from there. Throwing yourself off 4 floors speaks to the suffering and madness within our youth. That's what I'm saying. Yes, yes. Like I say, Uncle P, I didn't heard motherfuckers talk about it and woo out the bell. I even know cutters, bro. I know cutters, bro. Cutters. Like, y'all, this shit is for real. This shit is for real. People who cut themselves. This young lady was 12 years old. 4 floors and just jumped. Mm-mm-mm. And nobody knew she was out there. A fully staffed hospital. But shit, when you go to the hospitals, man, they all be at that desk. Hell, I be trying to figure out why the hell it takes so long to check in to get in. Shit, it take 2-3 hours to see the damn triage nurse to take your vitals, just to tell your ass you got to go back and sit out there for another potentially 2-3 more hours. Then you would get the shortness of doctors or the shortness of beds. And when you get back there, there's motherfuckers in there. But emergency rooms in smaller hospitals, like if y'all know y'all can't fit the bill, hey, what's wrong? Okay, boom. All right, can we? No, nope. Look, we gonna arrange transport. We gonna send you. Woo, get a motherfucker in that bed. Man, you need a Band-Aid. Come on, man. Let me. Come on. And I get it. They treat according to the severity of the illness or the severity of the damage that's done. Unless you're a child, they always supposed to treat children first, I guess, in the elderly. But come on, man. And I ain't saying they ain't doing their jobs, but shit, they congregate all at that desk. Wasn't nobody watching that little girl. And then that's crazy because once she was signed into the hospital, they were under her care, so they were her parent. Just like you were a parent, like you rent your kids for whatever time when they with you until they get stripped and put somewhere else, or like at the schools and the hospitals, where that entity becomes the parent, they weren't even parenting. They wasn't even supervising. That's wild, Uncle P. I just can't imagine, man, being 12, having that type of pain inside of me to where I got to jump off a 4-story garage to my unaliving. Cooking in the kitchen, what's going on? What's going on, my boy? That's yeah. That's tragic. What's going on, Brother Fox?
Hey, Doc. How you doing?
I'm good, Brody. I'm good. I'm good.
I see you got Richard Pryor up there. Look, Prince Hall Mason. I just left Peoria. That's his hometown in the Elks Lodge he was at. Cool stuff, man.
Yeah,
I was
brother.
there like last weekend.
And in Peoria?
Yes, sir. That's where Unification is for 3 years now.
Oh, okay.
They even got a street named after that brother, Richard Pryor. Right by his lodge, Elks Lodge.
That's what's up. Big rest in power, Richard. I ain't know. Well, I'm pretty. They should have had a street for him out there where he was from. You know what I'm saying?
He's the old Prince Hall Mason.
Yeah, but anyway, this little girl, man, and jumped off a 4-story parking garage, man. She was 12. She was admitted into a hospital, man. She had a history of hurting herself, man, and she decided to take her own life, and the hospital fired like 15 nurses that were on staff or on duty during time that she was there. Man, I guess they were supposed to be watching her. Didn't
So
know.
you're responsible for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we were just talking about what type of pain that she had in her. Like, who was it? What did somebody say? What did somebody do? Like, what was going on with her? And again, and I'm not saying that this situation with these nurses, I'm not saying that it's the nurse's fault all the way per se, because again, the young lady had a history of this, hurting herself going on, so we don't know what type of internal demons that she might have been battling within herself, we don't know the mental, what I'm saying, breakdown or whatever, all the paperwork or what, whatever they did with her, you know what I'm saying? But I do know she did whatever it was, man. She couldn't take it no more. It was insufferable. So she jumped off full story garage, man. Killed herself. Committed suicide. Mm.
I did train on that. Actually, today. It's called crisis prevention. And went over how people don't have like empathy for other people when they're going through crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Probably what happened, man. Like, you want somebody talking you off the ledge, fight or flight response,
Yeah, but I don't think, but she ain't had nobody. Wasn't nobody, what I'm saying? Like, she was alone in the hospital,
We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, like, this shit was just, yeah. Mm.
I mean, I'm not knocking it. That's what you was talking about last night. Like, everybody to talk to somebody, that's cool. But you got some people that are resilient enough, they don't need to talk to no dang body. But you got a lot of people that they need that human connection, that codependency thing. If you got nobody to understand you, then I can see how that can happen.
Uncle P says, alone in the last moments at a time of desperation isn't easy to digest. That's true. That's true, man. Hmm. Let's move on, man. So listen, our boy Trump, I'm talking about he making moves, y'all. He making moves. So Mexico transfers 26 cartel figures wanted by the US authorities in a deal with the Trump administration. Let's see what Trump got going on, man. Oh my goodness. So Mexico sent 26 high-ranking cartel figures to the United States Tuesday in the latest major deal with the Trump administration as American authorities uh racket up pressure on criminal networks smuggling drugs across the border. It said those handed over to U.S. custody include Abigail Gonzalez Valencia, a leader of the Los Sinuines, a group closely aligned with the notorious cartel Jalisco New Generation, or CJNG. Another defendant, Roberto Salazar, is wanted in connection in the 2008 killing of Los Angeles County Sheriff Deputy. Other prominent figures have ties to the Sinaloa, Sinaloa cartel and other violent drug trafficking groups. The transfers are a milestone for Trump's administration, which has made dismantling dangerous drug cartels a key Justice Department priority. It's the second time in months that Mexico has expelled cartel figures accused of narcotic smuggling, murders, and other crimes amid mounting pressure from the Trump administrations to curb the flow of drugs onto American streets. These 26 men have all played a role in bringing violence and drugs to American shores. Under this Department of Justice, they will face severe consequences for the crimes against this country, Attorney General Pam Bondi said in a statement. We are grateful of Mexico's national security team for their collaboration in this matter. The cartel figures were put on a plane to the U.S. After the Justice Department agreed not to seek the death penalty against any of the defendants or against any cartel leaders and members sent to the U.S. in February. That transfer was of 29 cartel figures, including drug lord Rafael Caro Quintero, who was behind the killing of a USDA agent in 1985. This transfer is yet another example of what is possible when two governments stand united against violence and impunity, U.S. Ambassador to Mexico Ronald Johnson said in a statement. These fugitives will now face justice in the U.S. courts and the citizens of both our nations will be safer from these common enemies. The February transfer came as Mexican officials were trying to head off, the Trump administration's threat of imposing tariffs on Mexican imports. Late last month, President Donald Trump spoke with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, and she don't sound anyway. I'm not going to even get into that. And agreed to put off threatened 30% tariffs for another 90 days to allow for negotiation. Trump in this 30-day shit, I think he, oh, well, I mean, this 90-day shit, I think he extended TikTok again, too. Trump, wow. So Sheinbaum has shown a willingness to cooperate more on security than her predecessor, specifically being more aggressive in pursuits of Mexico's cartel, but she has drawn a clear line when it comes to Mexico's sovereignty, rejecting suggestions by Trump and others of intervention by U.S. military. Also included in the group expelled Tuesday was Salvador Gomez Martinez, also known as La Tuta, a former school teacher who became one of Mexico's most wanted drug lords as the head of the Knights Templar cartel. Whoa.
That's clip out your mouth so easily. That's interesting.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Hold on, man. Let me read that again.
That slipped right out your mouth.
Also included in the group expelled Tuesday. Well, wait a minute. Okay. Also included in the group expelled Tuesday was Salvador Gomez Martinez, also known as La Tuta, a former school teacher who became one of Mexico's most wanted drug lords as head of the Knights Templar cartel. He was captured in 2015 and was sentenced to 55 years in a Mexican prison in June 2019. Gomez led the quasi-religious criminal group that once exercised absolute power control over the Michoacan, and he liked to appear in interviews and videos. The cartel orchestrated politics, controlled commerce, dictated rules, and preached a code of ethics around devotion to God and family, even as it murdered and plundered. Abigail Gonzalez Valencia is the brother-in-law of CNG leader Nemesio Ruben L. Mencho Guerrero Cervantes. What the hell? A top target of the U.S. government. Abigail Gonzalez Valencia was arrested in February 2015 in Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, Jalisco, and had been fighting extradition to the United States since then. The U.S. government has offered a reward up to $15 million for information leading to El Mencho's arrest or conviction. Alongside with his two brothers, Abigail Gonzalez Valencia led Los Siones, which financed the founding and growth of the CJNG, one of the most powerful and dangerous cartel in Mexico. The CJNG traffics hundreds of tons of cocaine, methamphetamine, and fentanyl into the United States and other countries, and is known for extreme violence, murder, tortures, and corruption. One of his brothers, Jose Gonzalez Valencia, was sentenced in Washington's federal court in June to 30 years in a U.S. prison after pleading guilty to international cocaine trafficking. Jose Gonzalez Valencia was arrested in 2017 under the first Trump's administration at the beach resort in Brazil while vacationing with his family under a fake name. I remember that, brother, the fat brother. I remember that. I think we read that with his wife and shit. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know, man. Mexico giving up the peoples and shit. They don't want them tariffs. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? See, y'all say Trump ain't doing nothing, man. Y'all say Trump ain't doing nothing. He getting the cartel off the way, man. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm talking about, man? They say Trump ain't doing nothing, man. Hey, and I got a question. Okay, so and if you deporting these type motherfuckers, why you wanna get them over here to lock them up in U.S. prisons? Especially the ones that was sent over here that was already in jail. Because if they was running their shit from in jail, what the hell you think they gonna do over here in the United States? Where they flooding the drugs to. Their commissary gonna be on point. Their books gonna be on point. Their family still gonna be on point. Cause all the money you got them here, and all the money that they making is here. Like it's crazy. Hey, Prometheus say from suicide to Trump, crazy transition. Yeah, like well, shit, Trump suicide too, man. But an aspect of that, hey, so like, I had a question to the chat, to myself, to Brother Fox. You think it's a facade, something fake, something to help boosting the morale of the Trump campaign to show that he getting things done?
I was playing the sass. Are you talking to me? You was talking to your
Yeah,
people.
I'm talking to you, everybody. I'm talking to everybody.
I ain't know, man. I'm talking about he got some. I was looking at was John Oliver on HBO or something. He got his own network, Truth Social, where he's selling his Bitcoin. He was doing this 9 months ago, and he got his own media. And yeah, I believe it. 'Cause I started like looking into it. I was gonna send you the link when he was talking about it, but he has his own network. That's why he calls the other network the fake news. I don't know if you knew about it, but True Social Net. When you look into that, he got his own like syndication. How he's selling. Just check it out when you get a chance. But yeah,
I know about True Social. He always posting on that. Every time I read something.
Yeah. So he got his own agenda going over there. Everything else fake.
According to Trump. He said the governor wants to question. What you say, Uncle P? He said the governor wants to question them. That's why they want them here. The governor. What the governor want with him? What the governor want with him? You know what I'm saying? And then, he still got this ICE shit going on. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you even want them here in the United States? Like, I just don't see the purpose of them coming back here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the influx of all the cocaine, the methamphetamine, and the fentanyl that they say they, providing to the states. I would just think it's an easier way for them to access they finance. You feel me? Just because you hit the head don't mean that the organization gonna stop. They still gonna keep that shit going. Oh, the government. Okay, you meant the government wants to question them. That's why they want them. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Certain powers that be. Just like how motherfucker, what's my man name? El Chapo. Just how they locked him up, brother, and they put him in some cell, and next thing you know, it's a fucking a hole in that cell, and he magically escapes. Come on, man, y'all, like he magically escaped. So, I mean, hopefully this ain't one of them situations, but we never know with the government, man. But hopefully, goddamn it, they can come to some type of reconciliation on them tariffs, man. Trump, you gotta pull back on them tariffs, man. Gotta pull back on them tariffs. And then, our deficit at like 37 trillion. You feel me? And then you trying to tax China too. Come on, man. You gotta pull back on them tariffs, man. Gotta pull back. Uncle P say, you say they gonna try to flip them. That could be true, Uncle P. They could try to get them over here, try to flip them, you know what I'm saying, and try to get into, deep into the organization and see if they can, see, but a lot of these was heads though. So, if they flip them, shit, maybe, flip them, yeah, because, they probably got other connects and other places and shit like that, you feel me? And, they might want them, yeah, or the U.S. could be like, we want in. We want in. You know what I'm saying? We want in. But I commend Trump, man, for I guess trying his best, but like I say, so when I said like painting a facade, like, all this craziness that we think he got going on, like with the tariffs, like what I was just speaking about, and the other shit that I have spoke about in the past, like, let's just say for the sake of this conversation, because we got to overthink it to add some shit to it, right? But just say we wasn't even the type of people to overthink. You know, to the general eye or the general public, this would seem like a great fucking thing. Like, man, he's getting cartel leaders and people that's in these organizations out the street. He bringing them over here to the U.S. and we're gonna lock them up and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? It makes it sound like he trying to make America great again. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm talking about? That's what it sounds like. But in essence, it's always because we know our government is always an underline or a backdrop or a backstory to it. So, it can go either left or it can go right, up or it can go down, or goddamn it, it can go on a 360 circle. But yeah, man, big up to Trump, man, getting no drug cartels, man. So, but they didn't say what the negotiation was. So I guess is Trump gonna drop some of them tariffs because they gave 26 of them things up? Oh, he go Professor, because Professor don't like Trump. But the Professor don't like Trump. My big bro don't like Trump. Hey, let me see what he say, man. He said, the government is like the Yakuza. He said they charge you for protection, but they keep turning the screws when they hear you made $1. Yeah. Yeah, because you gotta pay like you weigh, man. Uncle be laughing. You gotta pay like you weigh, man. You gotta pay like you weigh. I thought you was gonna come in and get down on Trump, though. You know what I'm saying, big bro? Because but like I say though, like if we just one of those type of people, and we just like regular individuals who what I'm saying, that didn't seek information or just wasn't trying to acquire shit, and we were always complacent with what was going on. Yeah, this shit would look like it's a great. And guess what? You know how many of those people are out there? It's a gang of them. And again, I'm not saying I'm against Trump, and I'm not saying I'm for Trump, but it's a gang of people out there that's just oblivious to things. And that's the market. That's who you want to, you know what I'm saying? Because if they're oblivious, you can kind of shape and mold, what I'm saying, their perception. You can, bridge their perception and kind of guide and shape their reality through your own lenses. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to Trump, man. You're a fucking marketing genius. He did it twice. Shit. 45, 47. Shit. He did it twice. I mean, he had help along the way. Yeah, we know that, but shit, he did it twice. Hey, man, this is a crazy story, man. U.S. postal worker who flaunted stacks of cash on social media and missed stealing checks from the mail. Man, so look, y'all, well, y'all waiting on them checks, man. And I know somebody who said they was waiting on the check, bro, and said they paid for the check to come, right? And you know how you pay like the overnight or the express joint? They say they paid for that shit to come and they ain't get that. I'm not laughing at the fact, but just to read that this little motherfucker is out here taking people's checks, man. Like she was like, man, I paid the overnight fee and everything, man, and I ain't get my check, and I'm working on the next check. That check finna come. I'm damn, man. But this is crazy. So this is what motherfuckers out here doing. So, and this is a female. So a Los Angeles woman who flaunted luxury goods and wads of cash on social media. See, and this, man, I don't know, man. Cause when Uncle Beast was on, man, we was talking about, social media. Big ups to Uncle Beast too, man. We was talking about social media and like he was like, if we had social media back in the day, he was like, man, I don't think we'll probably put our business and shit out there on social media and and shit like that. We were just different. Even and I don't think we would have needed, because even the competitive nature that we had then, you don't see that in kids now. You know what I'm saying? Like how we was outside in rain, hail, sleet, or snow type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Riding our bikes, goddamn it, on missions across fucking towns. And I'm talking. These kids ain't doing none of that, man. These kids ain't, man, if it's raining and they outside for 30 minutes in the rain, bro, them kids need to go to the hospital. They got to get on machines. They ain't even built the same. So, and no disrespect to the kids, man. You know, I know it's a different generation. I know things change and we gotta adapt, right? But this is crazy, man. Social media is a motherfucker, and they just can't seem to stay off of it. I was just reading an article earlier, man, about a riot or something happened, and this chick, you know what I'm saying? I guess she was recording herself, and she just finally got caught up and went to jail, and some other people, you know what I'm saying, for the footage and shit. Like, come on, man. You go off your own footage? Why are you even recording yourself doing some shit like this anyway when you know this is criminal activity? Like, that should be so random, bro, because you know, yeah, they ain't gonna get everybody, but shit, that should be so random. Why would you even record yourself? Who does shit like that? Oh, well, this generation, but come on, man. This is insane. This is insane. What you say, Uncle P? He says America rejects socialism. That's why Trump was reelected. I'm sorry, was elected.
He ain't lying.
He said, if you're Remo says, if you're against socialism, don't drive on highways anymore. Uncle P says reality versus perception. I don't know. Shit. Well, you know. So, Uncle P, would you rather this be a socialist society versus a capitalistic or a dictatorship or a communistic society? Because I believe we got a little mixture of both. But of course,
I think you got a point, but more people are going towards capitalism, which is why we're working in silos. We're not going more for the social type of constructs where we collaborate. We're isolating.
you mean as a country or just as people?
As people, more individualism.
See, but that's only a certain percentage of people who are able to acquire that wealth. Because on the bottom half of that, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but yeah, you're right. I'm agreeing with you, but it only takes 10% to make a tipping point. So you can make that argument. It's only a certain percentage. It takes 5 to 10% to make a tipping point. Whereas the same is true for AI. 5 to 10% people start using AI instead of going to traditional school systems. Teachers are irrelevant. It just takes 5 to 10%. It's called a tipping point.
The tipping point.
Yeah, think about viruses, like bacteria. All it takes, especially cancer.
Yeah, you know, it could be the smallest dot, and once it spreads, it's yeah. Yeah. Uncle P says especially the melanated male community that put in record numbers to elect Trump. He said this is a constitutional republic, not a democracy, I think. Yeah. In response to the melanated men that may have voted for Trump in mass numbers, is it an issue because most of these melanated men are not in that position of wealth that we're upset because they voted for him? Or are we upset because the mass majority of melanated brothers voted for Trump because they had the same philosophical views and values?
I would say the latter.
You know, because and that's good because a lot of people will be like, no, because you hear that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You go ahead, bro.
No, I was saying. I mean, I'm not BSing you or playing with it. Like a lot of men jumped on board with just men in general, and that's where a lot of women, including our sisters, is like, how dare you? Democratic was mostly dominated by the female population. So when men jumped on board with, like black men jumped on board with white men's agendas, it wasn't about white or black. It was just how many of us are going through this, family court system? How many of us are going through these unjust laws, these double standards, and blah blah blah? And then you open the gate to red pill, manosphere, all these other things. But it was coming because since the 1960s, you do your math. Was it 2025 minus 1960? That's how long it's been since this leverage has been gained by the opposite sex. So now it's the philosophical part, like you're saying. It's not the other way around. Like the other part was irrelevant. It was how dare you lose allegiance to the Democratic Party, but there were unseated issues that men were not getting solved under the Democratic Party. I think that is something to think about.
13 reasons why.
Women, not men.
13 reasons why, y'all, was the name of that. I'm sorry, bro. When we were talking about the 12-year-old girl that committed suicide, and I was trying to think of the name of the little series. It was called 13 Reasons Why. If anybody interested and want to go watch it, it's called 13 Reasons Why. And just to get some contextual, you know what I'm saying, and some feedback or some thought on why, ones, especially young ones, do what they do, or potentially why they think they do what they do. But like you said, bro, I think it was just more of a kahunas thing. His nuts hang low like my nuts hang low versus this bit. I mean, I don't want to say it like, but we gonna keep it 100, man.
But you're telling the truth. I don't know why you're backing off of that. You about to tell the truth.
But because it's not my, I don't want to say I'm saying that, brother. I'm saying that this is how.
I know, but you a representative of our species, brother. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Yeah, the brother. I understand that, but he's a representative of the species. But yeah, so brothers was like, man, nah, I ain't voting for her. So, see, but that's why I asked, like, when people, throw that out there about, brothers voting for him, like, is it a thing because you feel as though, well, why would we vote for him because we don't have that financial status to be in a position,
No.
I'm just saying because you hear that too. Well, why would you vote for him? He ain't doing nothing for you. You don't make money. You ain't no business on it. You ain't getting it. Or is it just because you, even if you don't do it just because you're a man? How about shit? Maybe I agree with some of the shit that he says.
That part too. I'm gonna be quiet, but you hitting it, but you trying to dance around. What went wrong.
So and it's like, and don't get me wrong, hell. I don't agree. Listen, I voted for McCain. Only reason I voted for John McCain over Obama that first time is because if we was talking about an economical crisis, see, I don't think about it as a personal thing because Obama was a fucking.
You told me that back in the day. I remember that.
Yeah. Because I believe McCain could have got the economy back up quicker and running faster than what Obama could because of who and what he was. I mean, I could have been wrong, but I just thought, come on, man. And we got to think about this, and then we going to keep it 100, man. A white man going to do business with a white man before he do business with a black man any day. Even if they don't get
the man, transaction, like business.
Yeah, even if he don't get shit done, he'll be able to have to sit down to where Obama got to fight tooth and nail just to get a sit down. You know what I'm saying?
But his base was mostly feminine or female.
Right. I don't know all that. I know about the LGBT.
Democratic Party. Yeah, well, okay.
I know about that agenda too. You know what I'm saying? But I listen. I'm not throwing none of the presidents under the bus. All the presidents have been presidents under their presidency.
I love Obama, but Michelle run him.
Oh man, and then this Michael shit, bro. Why does everybody keep saying Michael?
Because she's really masculine, bro. Like, look at her podcast. She be treating.
I ain't never seen her podcast. But no, bro, they talking about, bro. No. They talking about she really Michael for real. Is what I'm talking
that's speculation. There's been photoshops making her look like a man and all this, but it's really about her energy as far as feminism. That's why they trolling her like that.
I don't know, because I don't really pay too much attention to Michelle, but I hear some people. I hear a lot of podcasts. What's the name of it, bro?
She got it with her brother, and they almost look alike. And they had a segment. You look it up, Michelle Obama's podcast. I forget what it's called. But honestly, there was a lot of controversy because her brother, he kind of, I hate to say it, fabulous or whatever you want to call it, zesty or something. And they're talking, and Obama's like taking a back seat to it when you watch it. Like he talks about his gay professor that he met, and it kind of like made Obama look weird, but she doesn't really support him like in that conversation if you look it up, and it's going viral, and you just got to wonder, like, is this why they be calling her Michael instead of Michelle? And because you can see who wears the pants in a relationship, bro.
I like that spin on it. Professor Remo said, "Screw it, my socialist ass is out. I was just checking in." Hey, y'all. Hey, I think a lot of y'all be taking too much into these conversations, man. I just be talking, man.
I know that's why I be laughing while I'm arguing with your ass. I mean, you just be trying to trigger people.
Hey, Remo say, "I'm out, god damn, Remo. You ain't no damn socialist, Remo." He said we as welcome. He said we welcome your input, Professor. No, we always welcome your input, Professor. No, don't do that, Professor. He said, listen what he said. Look what he said, man. Listen what he said. He said, make sure your jack boots are shine. Oh, come on, man. Damn, man. Come on, man. Damn. Don't be like that. Don't be like that, Professor. Come on, man. Uncle P said, I saw that episode. Oh, yeah, the one I was talking about. Yeah, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Listen, because first of all, y'all do know, and we said this several times, that the melanated community founded the Republican Party.
I didn't want to bring that up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Democrats should be called Dixiecrats if you know your history.
Yeah, the Pixiecrats. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I found out some crazy shit. Man, my phone fucked up about the fucking Confederate flag, man. The Confederate flag that the white folks use down in the South. They actually got that motherfucking flag from
it was some African tribe.
Yeah, well, no, they supposedly, these was Indians, indigenous people, Mexicans, shit like that.
Yeah,
I
read that article.
Yeah, man, with the man, and they just took out some of this shit and made this shit, and then it's a statue that's been authenticated and carbon dated, and that they found.
The same thing with the swastika too, bro.
Yeah, well, we know where the swastika come from. We know that one over there. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? And they found the statue of the man with the damn flag. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Like, is it Confederate or Nazi? Which one is it?
Yeah. Hey, man, I wish you was on earlier, man. I'll be on this brother channel, man. He said the earth is, not to get off topic, but he said the earth is flat. And he said these people, they didn't went over there and they went through this door. And listen, and when they went in this door, it was a great big ass statue. And he said they out there barbecuing and all type of shit. But when they go to the edge of the earth, you know what I'm saying? Because he says the edge of the earth, you just see all dark and this. I'm like, man. I say, so did they?
I got a joke for you. You ready?
And supposedly they climbed down, but didn't go out. I say, man, if you believe that shit, man, and then some people in the chat were saying AI. I ain't even thinking AI. That don't mean the world end. Like, goddamn it, what if it's a short? Bro, people is. I don't understand about this flat shit. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But go ahead. Good joke.
Oh, I was gonna type it, but you got to pay attention to the wording. I'll type it in the chat later, but in a moment. But it's like, here it goes. What do flat earthers fear the most?
What do flat earthers fear the most? I don't know.
A sphere. Get it?
Yeah, the round of the earth. Yeah.
No, you play with the words. What do they fear the most? A sphere. Yes, it's a circular object, which is Earth. But fear. Get it?
Oh,
Sphere.
fear, yeah.
Never mind.
No, I got it. There, what do they fear the most? A fear. If you instead of saying a fear. If you say it quick, and I got it. I got what you were saying. But yeah, man, it was crazy, bro. The damn uh um the audio. I mean, not the audio, the visual shit that he was showing, and now don't get me wrong. I'm looking like, nah. Cause they got a door, and I'm like, man, you really showing this shit, bro? I'm like, bro, it's a door on the wall, and they going through the door, and he's showing you a statue. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know. Look, maybe though, I don't know. I'm gonna let them people have it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the Sanchez's and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I really would love for them to actually come and explain that shit over here. Like, just explain the whole process. Just let's talk it out.
Well, Christopher Columbus was a good example, but we don't like that part.
Yeah, because you know they all thought the Earth was flat. You know what I'm saying? And when he
You
was
should have sailed right off. It was flat. But you ended up in America.
But then you know they try to say when we fly, you know, we fly straight across from east to west or west to east. We don't fly north and south or south to north.
I wasn't talking about flight. I was talking about just sailing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that's they use that shit. They throw that in there too. I didn't heard that too. You know, why we don't fly north and south to north? We just fly east to west to east. If the world was round, we should be able to try. I'm like, oh wow.
That's incorrect because if you look how the sun sets, it's from east to west. That's circular. And if you're flying, you can see even beyond the clouds. They get beyond the upper parts of what you see above clouds to get good, atmosphere to fly. You'll see the sun changes because I got a passport, so that's an erroneous argument in my opinion. I saw it. I saw the sun go from where it was, especially over water, traveling almost 16 hours to Switzerland. You will see how round it is on this Earth, and GPS coordinates and all that. Where you're going, time stamps. That's all satellite information. So you can make those arguments because you're on Earth and you probably still drawing in the sand. But when you get sophisticated enough to use your tools and trust your tools, scientists or just a person that wants to know more about Earth, you get better. Because human beings, we only got 5 senses. So imagine a flat earther talking about something and they don't trust the equipment or the devices that we've developed as far as our societies. It's kind of crazy.
They say, I'm sorry, I would never support a Nazi. What the hell, man? What are you talking about, Professor? Oh my goodness, man. He say, peace, y'all.
Conversation went left and right.
I don't know what's wrong with the professor, man. Professor, man, like damn, man. He is just hell set bound against the brother Trump, man. I don't know why. But man, bro. I gotta dibble and dabble into I asked him to to feed me some of that information that he had so that I could, potentially go over it and look at it, you know what I'm saying, to see if I can, validate it myself in any way I could, you feel me? The research and other forms of whatever, but he ain't got back to me yet. But I gotta.
I don't feel you, but I understand you. I get it. But they don't usually have it. Because these people are not, most people that say that, they're not going, because they think NASA's like the Illuminati or something. It's crazy. But they can actually give you satellite images that are comparable to what you use on your phones. And like you can get around with these devices where you Ubering, lifting, or you just ordering DoorDash. That's still spherical design as far as the Earth is considered. So it's working pretty well, even if you want to come up with all these different theories.
I don't know, man. I got to get in the spaceship to go see myself. But let's get back into this article about this social media because we went way left. Let's get back into the chick stealing this shit, right? Check it out. So, Los Angeles woman who flaunted luxury goods and wildcats on social media will be sentenced to a federal prison for stealing credit cards and cashing other people's checks to fund her lavish lifestyle, according to the U.S. Department of Justice. On Monday, Mary Ann McDermott, damn, is that her name? Mary Ann McDermott, 31 of
Damn it.
Carson, California, damn it, admitted to conspiring to commit bank fraud while working as a U.S. postal worker in Torrance, California. From 2022 to until July 2025, she stole mail containing checks, debit and credit cards, and personal identity information. Damn, and then activated the stolen cards to make luxury purchases. I'm sorry, to take international trips to tropical locales. Mm, 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 mm.
That's what you call a legal scam.
Yeah, she right. And she also sold some of the stolen cars to conspirators and arranged for others to cash stolen checks using counterfeit identity documents. The DOJ said uh, during a search of her apartment in December 2024, investigators found more than 130 stolen credit and debit cards.
Damn it.
16 U.S. Treasury checks, and a loaded, unserialized Glock style ghost gun with an extended magazine.
God damn it.
Federal agents also discovered luxury goods that were purchased with the stolen cards, as well as evidence of her trips to Aruba and Turks and Caicos. Despite, despite the search of her home, McDermott continued to use the stolen credit cards for her own purchases, the DOJ says. She was arrested on July 1st and additionally searched her apartment later that day, yielded more stolen credit cards. So after they searched that shit, bro, and she didn't get locked up right away, she went right back to using the damn cards. What the fuck?
She thought she didn't get caught. Damn it.
That's crazy, man. What's going on, man? The Queen Vanta is in the building. What's going on, Queen? Everybody speak to the Queen in the building, man. Yeah, but so that's crazy. So arrested on July 1st, a digitally searched apartment and they found more stolen credit cards. McDermott remains in federal custody and has agreed to forfeit a Rolex watch and other luxury goods after pleading guilty to her charges. She is due in court on October the 27th and could face up to 30 years in federal prison.
No, federal prison different from regular prison, so I don't think she's doing that bad.
You say who prison?
Federal?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know. But still, you got to do 30 years in that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? That's 30, damn.
Some of them say it's like vacation. I'm being real.
Shit, no, all federal penitentiaries ain't vacations, brother. It's some that might be that way. And
I'm not saying I know. I'm not in that situation, but I'm just saying what I heard.
Yeah, nah, it ain't like that, brother. It ain't like that. It ain't like that. Yeah, we having a great night, Miss Bonnie. Yes. We having a great night. But bro, she had a decent job, bro. She was a postal worker, bro. You feel me? Probably delivering the mail, driving a little truck, man. Well, I don't know, or could have been potentially working in the mail room. You know what I'm saying? Like, but damn, bro, like you did all that. And then why is you on social media though?
Flossing.
But see, but you're a government worker.
That don't mean nothing. You know how we do. I ain't never had this G-Wagon. I ain't never had this product purse. And look at me and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but they monitor your sites, bro. You just can't do that shit.
Most people don't pay attention to that, brother. Look at the little YNs with the guns and the cash on the videos on Facebook and Twitter and TikTok. They don't care. And they get caught.
Yeah, but that's different. Like, yeah, but that's different. Like, they ain't federal workers and shit. They ain't tied to the government. Like,
no, I'm just saying how we like to floss what we never had and we forget protocols.
Well, shit, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure, man. You know, because Post office pay good. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about?
Must not be that good. You up in scamming.
Well, you know, you know the thirst and the lust for money, man. You know, the thirst and the lust for money is always a thing. You feel me?
Gave it
That's
all
all.
up.
It's Toxic Tuesday, so shit. You know that thirst for that cash, man. You know, motherfucker get a hold of that cash to get some cash flaunted in their face, bro. You know, motherfucker bound to do and willing to do anything, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man.
I know.
That's
Chasing the wrong bag. You're right.
yeah, man. You know, that's chasing the wrong bag. And she said, Miss Vanna said, just waking up, catching up with Toxic Tuesday. Yeah, Miss Vanna, yeah, you late, Queen, you late. Hey, man, hey, rest in power, man. Peace to Danielle Spencer, y'all. Y'all remember what's happening, right? Y'all remember D? The sister, Rod's sister, what's happening? Danielle Spencer played little sister D on what's happening. She
Yeah,
died.
she was a PhD. She died, right?
Yeah, she died. Yeah, died at the age of 60. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So
A lot of
Danielle Spencer.
Eastern stars are talking about her.
So Danielle Spencer, who played the wisecracking and tattling little sister D. Thomas on the 1970 sitcom What's Happening, has died. Spencer died Monday at the age of 60 after a years long battle with cancer. Family spokesperson Sandra Jones said. D. Spencer was the smarter, more serious younger sister who offered a steady stream of deadpan roasts of brother Roger Raj Thomas and friends Dwayne Nelson and Freddie Rerun Stubbs. Oh, I'm gonna tell mama will become D's catchphrase. Um, the show's set in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Watts, among the first on television to focus on the lives of black teenagers, was based on the movie Cooley High. I didn't know that. Hmm. And ran on ABC from 1976 to 1979. It had a long legacy thanks to its memorable characters, including Kiki Raj, the catchphrase Sprouting Dwayne, the red beretted, yeah, because he wore a beret. Um, Dancing Phenom Rerun, indeed, with her eye rolls and icy stare. You know what I'm saying? Then they came back with What's Happening Now. You know what I'm saying? When Raj got married to the light skinned chick that was on what was it? Oh man, in Living Color. Anne Marie Johnson, I think her name was. And she was in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. You know what I'm saying? She was the chick that pulled out the wig, took out the leg. Don't make me hop after you, Jack. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker is still a classic, man. I might have to find that. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say? Time to prepare for work tomorrow. Great show as always. Yeah, most that. Hey, before you get up out of here, brother, tell the people something good before you get up out of here, man. Last time you got up out of here without saying.
Yeah, I was watching the show. I was already gone. I was like getting ready to lay down. Good show as always. Keep the energy. You're always informative. We go back and forth. It's always, shits and giggles. So, keep it going. You're always educating people. Proud of you for that part. And I'll try to see you tomorrow if time permits, man. Take care. Stay blessed.
That's up, brother. Make sure you have a good day tomorrow, man. Make sure you have a good day. Yeah, man. But what's happening was a staple, man. What's happening was a real staple, man. A lot of people was on What's Happening, man. That man, man, a lot of people that listen. I ain't gonna lie. I recently, y'all, just not too long ago, what I'm saying, rewatch What's Happening and What's Happening Now. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, those are some dope episodes, you feel me? It was dope, man. It ain't necessarily, talking about resonate with what I had going on, but just to see, you know what I'm saying, other motherfuckers that look like you, talking about on TV, you feel me? At that time back then, it was kind of cool, man. Yeah, man. Hey, peace to Brother Master Teacher too for jumping on the panel tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Giving some good information and words of wisdoms and what I'm saying, some thoughtful working theories on certain things or perspectives rather, on certain situations. Big ups to him, man. Professor Remo, we don't support those things, Professor Remo. What we try to give is a broader overview to things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm a lover of the man. Listen. Let me tell you something, man. Kamala Harris said some good shit, right? You know, everybody say some shit good. You feel me? Like I told you, I didn't vote for neither one this time. But I went, y'all, I literally voted for myself. And I don't know if y'all remember, because I don't think you was here then, Uncle P. I was telling Uncle P, I was telling the people when they went to the voting polls, if you didn't know who to vote for, you couldn't decide the ladder or whatever, I told the people to write me in. Write my name in that motherfucker. Let's see if I can get some traction. Let's see if I can get 100, you know what I'm saying, 100 votes. Fuck it, let's see if I get 10, let's see if I get 20 votes. Let's see if the government be like, who the fuck is Blase Woo Woo? You feel me? Let's find out who he is and where he at. Matter of fact, y'all, we need to orchestrate that shit. Let's do that. Let's see if I can get put on notice, y'all. Next time we vote, let's see if I can get put on notice, y'all. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a motherfucker like me in there. Or at least enough votes to where they be like, who is this guy that ain't even officially on no ballots or nothing like that and he getting wrote in? You know what I'm saying? Like, that'll turn some heads. Motherfucker come like, man, who is that? Look me up. Try to figure out what's going on. Shit, you never know. They might come, you know what I'm saying, and see, okay, well, you know, you speak well, but you're still a little bit unpolished. Let's see if we can polish you up. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't gonna put you in this spot just yet. You know what I'm talking about? We probably make you a councilman, but when I'm talking about house, or, you know what I'm saying, one of the senators, we'll see what we can do. Then we'll funnel you in, you feel me? Like some shit. You never know. You never know. And they got like Ray Charles, they got the right one, baby. Because I'm telling you, you put me in that motherfucking spot, I'm raising hell. Shit. I'm raising hell. The motherfucking Hurricane gonna be my chief of motherfucking staff, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, and I'm bringing Monkey Man in. No, I'm bringing Monkey Man in, and his uncle. His uncle gonna be my motherfucker, my chaplain, man. He gonna be my spiritual advisor. You feel? You know what I'm saying? The Archbishop Keith Dallas Floyd gonna be my spiritual advisor. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use his CDs to as my. I don't want what they give you, that what they call them, the CIA or Secret Service. I don't want them. I don't want them. I want the CDs. I want the Christian disciples. I want all the brothers that converted from my, that's who I want. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. You know, I might be bullshitting, joking a little bit on certain things, y'all, but y'all get the gist of it though. Write me in. Let's see if we can get this motherfucker cracking and shaking. But yeah, man, D died, man. Rest in peace to, condolences to her family. You know. You know, she suffered, she had a hard little life, man. They said early in the production of the first season, Spencer Den was 12, was in a major car accident on the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu, California, that left her in a coma for 3 weeks. It killed her stepfather, Tim Pelt. She would have a spinal and neurological problems that would require multiple surgeries in the years afterward. In 2018, she had emergency surgery for a bleeding hematoma, which stems from the 1977 car crash. In the immediate aftermath, a family spokesperson said that that she could only speak slightly and had to use crutches to walk. She had been suffering symptoms from at least 2004 when she had to use a wheelchair and relearn how to walk in 2014. She was diagnosed with breast cancer and had a double mastectomy. Damn, had both her breasts taken off. Spencer also appeared in mid 1980s reboot show What's Happening Now, which ran for 3 seasons. She went on to become a veterinarian and an advocate for animals. She attended the University of California, Davis, and UCLA, and got a doctorate in veterinarian medicine from Tuskegee University in 1993. Spencer continued to dabble in acting, including appearances as a veterinarian in the 1997 Jack Nicholson film As Good as It Gets. Man, got a doctor's degree, veterinarian. That was dope. That's dope. You feel me? Big ups to her, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I didn't know nothing about the breast cancer and the double vasectomy and things like that, or the car crash. I didn't even know about the car crash. You know, that's wild. That's wild, man. Hmm. Such a tragedy, man. And then look, I was speaking to Shakari, y'all. She said she the went and got some help. You know what I'm saying? She said she the went and got some help. You know what I'm saying? After getting arrested for her domestic violence situation. I see her. I see her. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta keep that good face on, baby. You know what I'm saying? Gotta keep that good face on. Yeah, but yeah, man, what's happening? What's the shit back in the day, man, when I was a shorty, man? What's happening? Small Wonder, all those shows, man. So, man, you know, condolences to the family of, uh, damn, damn. Man, you know, it happens, man. It happens, it happens, it happens, it happens. It happens. What's going on with everybody tonight, man? What y'all doing in the building? We in the building, man. We about ready to get up out of here. But yeah, man, I do apologize too, man, because I had, man, my phone again, man. My phone went bad, man. I had to pop the SIM card out and pop it into another phone, but I couldn't get into. I had some shit, man. I wanted to play and get into. You know, what I'm talking about that was toxic. You know what I'm saying? But we still keep it going. It was we read about a few things that was upsetting and alarming. You know what I'm saying? Especially old girl with the kids leaving the 50. Now that was some toxic shit. Like, well, why would you do that? That's insane, man. That's insane. Anything Trump is toxic because shit, Remo then called the man out his name and got up out of here, man. Damn, Professor, you ain't even have to be like that. Called the man a Nazi and shit, man. Damn, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Man, but it was some shit about Trump. I had some shit on Trump, man. Like the book of man, it's called Baron Trump, the Baron's Travel or something like that. And the little boy in the book, you know what I'm saying? Man, it was just crazy, man. It was just crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully I can get, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can get it back working or whatever, and we can get back into it. But listen, man, y'all know what it is, man. We had a great time over here as always, as usual on Bearded Conversation, man. Make sure y'all tuning in tomorrow for Wild Ass Wednesday. I appreciate the Queen for stopping through, Uncle Pete for stopping through. Big ups to Master Teacher for hitting the panel tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I know it's the beginning of the week, but man, listen, let's keep going, let's keep persevering, let's keep pushing, let's keep striving to be the best of us. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, I'm gonna leave y'all like I came to you, man. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. One last time, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And don't forget those 5 key components of life, y'all, that we should be mastering. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And one last time, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And we gonna E40 that thing and sprinkle a little support on top of that, man. Cause a little support for a long, 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 long way. Hey, if you don't believe me, try it out. If it don't work out for you, come on back so we can talk about it, man. Hey, like Roscoe P was saying, P was here, man. If ain't nobody told y'all today that they love you, we love you here on Bearded Conversation, man. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. Like I tell y'all, listen, without y'all, we could not do this over here on this channel, man. So, man, big ups to everybody. Big ups to everybody, man. Don't forget and continue to keep liking, continue to keep subscribing, and continuing to keep sharing the content, man. We love you over here on the channel, man. Big shout out, man, to Cito Boy. Big shout out to Roscoe P. Big shout out to L Boogie. Big shout out to Monkey Man. Big shout out to Show TV. Big shout out to Hurricane JW. Big shout out to Spin the Block Media, man. Jordan, Ancrum Frequency, Miss Vanna Black, Ray 636, everybody, man. The whole family, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who y'all are and who you is. You feel me, man? I appreciate everything that y'all do for the channel. I appreciate everything that y'all do in the chat, man, and keeping things flowing and going, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I love y'all, man, from the top of my heart, man. I'm sorry, from the bottom of my heart to the top of my mind, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, all superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music. With that being said, to all my beautiful people, all my Beardonians, and all my superheroes, Uncle P, let them know what time it is, baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a job. He won't even pay. Hard work and dedication. Ain't no judgment. We just have a conversation.
Hey, y'all, I promise I'm going to get better on Toxic Tuesday with the toxicity, too, man. I had some shit, but, man, it just didn't go the way we planned. But, look, make sure y'all tuning in, man. Every Monday through Sunday, man, we got something going on the channel for the family, man. Hey, make sure y'all stay tuned and watch out for new up-and-coming things that we got. And ideas that we bring into the channel, man. And don't forget to tap into those 5 melanated businesses if you ever are in the city of Chicago or in the surrounding suburb areas, man. Lynn Chicago, Pizza, Dance, Soul Food and Bakery Cafe with grown folks play, Urban Lux Cafe, in the House of Health and Wellness, y'all. And listen, anybody, everywhere, all my melanated individuals, man, if you know anything in your city, anybody, any brother, any sister that's doing some good things for the community, man, you go ahead and bring them on up here and let me know who they are so I can highlight them as well. You feel me? That's what we do, man. We're about bringing things together and networking and being a family, man. It's family time. Anytime y'all here on Bearded Conversation, man, y'all know what it is, man. Same black time, same black channel. Talk black to me, y'all. Don't meet us here, beat us here, man.
Real, no real. And this is not for the motherfucking fake. It ain't a radio station. And no one here hates. See, we give an opinion on what the fuck we heard. I can get annoying. The public get on your nerves, but you're gonna be okay.
Hey, we'll brighten up your day from the first day in June. Talk to him, Cito. Shout me out, y'all.
Now we have a conversation. Real niggas
do real things.
This is celebration. Yeah. I'm trying to get a job,
and he don't even pay. Hey, man, y'all know what it is. Nothing but good vibes only, man, when y'all join the family over here on Bearded Conversation, man. Hey, look, check it out. Y'all know what it is, man. Those that fuck with us, fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway. Hey, y'all, when we come together, man, we always meet on a level. Once we in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plumb. And when we leave each other's presence, may we always, I said always, and I mean always, hard on the square. Some to be family, some to be family. So may it be family, man. Peace and blessings to all y'all, man. Don't forget to like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Like he said, and share the stream, family, man. Don't forget to be in the building tomorrow for Wild Ass Wednesday, y'all. Hey, we gonna get it cracking, man. Peace.